So check it. Tommy Stigs, retired wise guy turned YouTube sensation, lives in Jersey where the air smells like burnt gabagool and broken dreams. He ain't got a Lambo, he ain't got a Rolls, but he's got something better. A 1978 Volkswagen camper van, painted mobster black, windows tinted darker than his past. In the interior, shag carpeting, lava lamps, a mini fridge full of expired Yoo-hoo, and Sinatra playing from the 8-track. He calls it the snaggin' van. She don't purr, she growls, baby. Tommy uses it for everything, filming his rants about cannoli inflation, smoking cigars with questionable retired union guys, picking up dames who just want to talk after Sunday Mass. One day, he's parked outside the Nutley shop, right, sitting on a fold-out lawn chair with a gold pinky ring glinting in the sun. A lady walks by, Dolores Lipinski, age 58, still wearing leopard print and an attitude. Tommy leans out the van window and says, "You look like trouble with a pension, Dolores. You want to ride in a van that's seen more secrets than a confession booth?" Boom! She's in. The shag rug starts working its magic. They cruise through Jersey, two icons of dysfunction, with Dean Martin blasting and a dashboard statue of St. Anthony bobbling approval. Then the van dies right in front of a Dunkin' Donuts. Tommy shrugs. She's got moods, like my ex-wife, but with better gas mileage. So he pops the hood, which is in the back, because Volkswagen is run by sick bastards, and starts tinkering with it using a butter knife, a rosary, and chewing gum. Meanwhile, Dolores posts the whole thing on Facebook with the caption, "When your man's van breaks down, but he's still hotter than my cholesterol." Tommy sees it later and makes a YouTube video called "Snaggin' Ain't Easy, How My Van Got Me a Cougar and a Jumpstart." Moral of the story, if you got confidence, a gold chain, and a Volkswagen van that smells like cigars and poor decisions, you don't need a Ferrari to pull. In Jersey, it ain't about horsepower. It's about swagger, shag carpet, and Sinatra on loop. Because even a broke-down snaggin' van can still take you places, especially if your game's stronger than your engine. And remember, you can't jumpstart love, but you can jumpstart a VW with a can of Pepsi and a prayer. For more crazy chat tales like this one, subscribe and hit the frigging like button.
Fiery depths of downtown damnation, it's the cigarette of choice for the morally bankrupt and fashionably doomed Lucifer menthols. When life burns you down, light one up, now with 100% more guilt and 20% less lung capacity. Smooth, baby, it's sin in stick form. Warning, may cause existential dread, smoky eye perfection, and spontaneous deals with demons. Not FDA approved, but definitely endorsed by your local Lucifer menthols, the devils in the drawer.
Operation Maryland, the Pizzaverse Switcheroo. Starring Harlow Blonde, Bambi Palermo, and one bewildered ex-wise guy named Tommy Stigs. It all started at the Pizzaverse Social Club, espresso machine humming, smoke in the air, Harlow fixing her lip gloss in a rearview mirror that definitely wasn't hers, and Bambi tapping away on a burner phone like she was launching missiles. Tommy Stigs, former Jersey wise guy, now full-time YouTube storyteller and part-time victim of his own delusions, had once bragged about owning a rare autographed photo of Marilyn Monroe, framed, protected, worshipped like a patron saint of fake masculinity. He kept it right above his old man recliner, across from his dusty-ass black VW wagon van and his shelf of expired Slim Jims. "You know," Harlow said, leaning back, "that picture's got more value than his whole live stream setup." "Let's replace it," Bambi grinned, espresso in one hand, vengeance in the other. "But not with just anything. Give me something poetic." And out from her vintage duffel bag, she pulled a rolled-up Vote for Pedro poster, a knockoff, cheap ink job, peeled at the corners. "Got this off Park Avenue, babe," Bambi said, "from See No Evil Records discount bin. Classy as hell." The plan was perfect, until Bambi, in a caffeine-fueled haze, saved the full heist layout to Tommy's desktop under the very subtle title, Super Secret Plan to Steal Tommy's Maryland, Do Not Open Far. Tommy, being a suspicious meatball with too much time and not enough passwords, found it, panicked, vanished from the apartment faster than a rat at a health inspection. So when Bambi and Harlow showed up at 2:03 a.m., ski masks on, hearts full of petty. "No alarms?" Harlow asked, peeking through the window. "Just his energy bill on the floor," Bambi replied. "Let's get artistic." They swapped out Marilyn for Pedro, centered it, lit a cinnamon candle, said a silent prayer for the future meltdown. And then, Bambi dropped the Rubik's Cube she meant to steal right there in his hallway. Clink, bounce, forgotten. Next morning, Tommy fires up YouTube, steam pouring out his ears. "They took Marilyn," he yelled, "and they left me with this Pedro fella who looks like he cuts lunch lines." Due to the emotional damage, confusion, and pure existential horror, Tommy was almost late to work. And with his VW wagon van mysteriously refusing to start, probably out of sheer shame, Tommy was forced to ride the short bus. All the way to his shift at the deli, seatbelt clicking and Pedro watching from his subconscious. Moral of the story: don't flex your wall art if your van's got abandonment issues. And never underestimate two espresso-fueled women with a grudge and access to Park Avenue bootlegs.
Tired of your Gumar ratting you out to the feds? Sick of your capo sweating you over that missing envelope? Or maybe you just need to sleep through a sit-down like it's a spa day in Sicily. Introducing Goneso, the only sleeping pill approved by 3 out of 5 mob doctors and 1 very tired consigliere. 1 pill and bam, like you got hit with a blackjack behind Rocco's. But you wake up fresh, no bruises, no wiretaps, and no regrets. Real customer testimony. I took Goneso TI before my arraignment. Woke up in Tijuana with a new name and a suitcase full of counterfeit 20s. 5 stars. Gino, the fork, a Baticola. Now with our patented forget about it formula, Goneso TM erases shame, guilt, and 3 to 5 hours of your last regrettable night at the Velvet Lounge. Warning: side effects may include sudden urges to flee the country, thinking you're bulletproof, marrying your Gumar's cousin during a blackout in Atlantic City. Ask your bookie if Goneso TEM is right for you, or don't. He's probably already on it. Goneso, sleep like you ain't got priors.
The Adventures of Tommy Stigs. The night was thick in Belleville, Jersey, fog rolling in over Bloomfield Ave like a bad tab at the track. Instead of the Mystery Machine, Tommy Stigs comes rolling up in a beat-up 1992 Chrysler LeBaron. The hubcap rattles, the muffler's hanging low in the trunk. Forget about it, you don't ask what's in there. "All right, gang," Tommy says, puffing his chest out like he's about to crack a Gambino wiretap. "We got ourselves a case. Somebody's been stealing cannolis right out of Marie's bakery." The gang ain't no Fred, Velma, or Daphne. It's his ragtag crew. Vinny 2 times, who repeats everything like a broken jukebox. Patty Peppers, who only speaks in hot-headed Italian slang. And a mutt named Scuba Ducci, half pit, half who knows what, who growls anytime someone says bookie. They pile into the LeBaron and screech down Bloomfield Ave, heading straight for the bakery. The joint's dark, shutters half down, but there's powdered sugar footprints on the sidewalk like ghost tracks. "Jinkies," Patty yells, but in her accent it comes out, "Gee, Yinkies." They follow the trail to the back alley where a spooky figure's lurking in the shadows. Long coat, fedora pulled low, Looks like a mob ghost straight out of Rikers. The dog starts barking. Vinny 2 times mutters, "Zoinks, zoinks." Tommy pulls out a flashlight from his trunk, also doubles as a blackjack. Old habits die hard. "All right, you Jamook," Tommy says. "Hand over the cream puffs." The figure bolts. The whole gang chases him Scooby-Doo style, through revolving doors, around parked cars, in and out of La Pizza Palace, where the chefs barely look up. Classic chase music playing in the background, except it ain't bubblegum rock. It's Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Scuba Doochie finally tackles the perp right into the dumpster behind the bakery. They pull the mask off. It ain't a mob ghost. It's none other than Fat Larry, the rival bookie from down the block. Powdered sugar all over his nose. "I would have gotten away with it too," Larry yells, "if it wasn't for you meddling Stoonids." Tommy smirks, straightening his knockoff Adidas tracksuit. "That's right, pal. You don't mess with Marie's pastries, or the neighborhood will whack you harder than the Vig." The gang celebrates with espresso and rainbow cookies inside the bakery. Scuba Doogie gets a whole prosciutto bone, tail wagging like he just closed a Shylock deal. Tommy Stigs raises his tiny demitasse. "Another case solved, Jersey style. Now who's got action on the Yankees game?" And kids, if you like this twisted cannoli caper, make sure you hit up Bambi's channel. The Pizzaverse, where mob tales, roasts, and wise guy stories come alive. Don't be a stunted. Subscribe, or else Scuba Doochie's gonna come collect the Vig.
Tales from the Pizzaverse, the tale of the 3 bookies. Brooklyn, summer haze, streets smelling like fried Zeppole and hot tar. Down by 18th Avenue, 3 wise guys are making noise. First you got Tommy Stigs, Jersey bookie, old school as they come. He's still using pencils like it's 1989. Don't trust computers, don't trust cell phones, don't trust nobody. The man runs numbers like a priest runs confession. Then you got the Hindu the pit bull. They call him that 'cause he's got the bite. A short fuse, tougher than shoe leather, and once he latches onto something, forget about it, he ain't letting go. Guys fear him more than the IRS. And finally, ALV from the Guild. Smooth talker, but cold. He's the preacher type, quotes scripture while he's breaking your thumbs. Creepy thing is, he means it. You hear him talk about render unto Caesar while he's holding a bat, you know you're screwed. The setup. They meet in the back of a social club, cigars burning, Sinatra humming. Stigs lays it out. Brooklyn's drowning in action. Mets, Yanks, horses at Belmont, football on Sundays. We split the borough, clean. Nobody steps on nobody's toes. The Hindu nods, cracking his knuckles. ALV just smiles and says, "I'll take Sundays. The Lord's Day belongs to me." The trouble. This punk, Richie 2 times, thinks he's clever. Bets with all 3 of them, doubles his action, and by the end of the week, he owes 20 large. But the kid's broke. Stig slams his notepad shut. This mook couldn't hit water if he fell out to a boat. The Hindu growls low like he's ready to bite Richie himself. ALV whispers, "Debts are sins, and sins get paid." Richie knows he's finished. The payback. They haul Richie to Sheepshead Bay, tie a sack of quarters to his ankle. The Hindu's staring at him like a pit bull about to eat. Stigs mutters, "You played yourself, kid." ALV crosses himself, then says, "Even Judas had to pay the price." And just like that, splash, end of Richie 2 times. The legacy after that? Brooklyn was quiet. Nobody stiffed a bet. Not with Stigs scribbling numbers, the Hindu snapping jaws, and ALV preaching hellfire. And me? I just sit back, light my cigar, and tell the tale so you don't forget the lesson. Never ever cross 3 bookies. especially when one of them's the pit bull. If you liked this story, don't be a cheap bastard. Go show love to the fellas. Tommy Stigs, the Jersey bookie. Then do the pit bull, all bite, no bark. The Guild ALV, preaching the gospel of the streets. Hit subscribe, ring that bell, and keep the neighborhood strong. 'Cause in this life, you back the crew or you end up swimming like Richie.
Has your marriage become so confusing that strangers at a social club know more about it than your own therapist? Do you find yourself storming into businesses demanding to know who insulted your wife, only to accidentally reveal you enjoy watching her sleep with other men? Well, good news, Paisan! Introducing the Whitaker Family Relationship Management Agency. Because apparently somebody had to explain boundaries. At Whitaker Family Relationship Management, our trained professionals provide cutting-edge services such as learning what information should remain private, identifying the difference between sympathy and public humiliation, understanding why bringing your aunt, uncle, cousins, and 3 generations of relatives to confront one sarcastic man drinking espresso may not improve your situation. But wait. Order today and receive our free instructional DVD, So Your Wife Has a Hobby, a beginner's guide to keeping it to yourself, featuring bonus chapters including Don't Announce It to Italians, Why Tommy Stigs Was Never Going to Be Your Counselor, and everyone's favorite, When Bambi Laughs So Hard She Requires Medical Assistance. Still not convinced? Listen to this satisfied customer. Satisfied customer. I went in looking for respect and left getting called a schmuck in front of 17 relatives. 5 stars. Life-changing. Warning. Side effects may include embarrassment, uncontrollable laughter, family arguments, espresso stains, and discovering your personal business has become neighborhood folklore. The Whitaker Family Relationship Management Agency. Because if your marriage requires a reunion committee, maybe start with therapy. Not available in New Jersey, Brooklyn, Staten Island, or within 50 feet of Tommy Stigs Social Club, aunties not included. Results may vary. Tommy Stigs reserves the right to call anyone a filthy whore at his own discretion. Disclaimer, He lieber unheimlicher Mann. The following story is intended for comedic, historical, sociological, anthropological, and spiritually exhausting purposes only. Pizza vs. Studios does not endorse public marital negotiations, family invasions of social clubs, unsolicited lifestyle confessions, or calling strangers filthy whores before finishing an espresso. Any resemblance to normal human behavior is purely coincidental. If you recognize yourself in this story, perhaps ask yourself why. None of the names were changed because no one was innocent. Based on a true story.
The Whitaker family visit the Tommy Stigs Social Club, a Pizzaverse Studios story. A Palermo Productions original. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent Diprio. Every neighborhood social club has rules. No stealing. No fighting. No disrespecting the coffee. And under absolutely no circumstances should anyone walk into Tommy Stigs Social Club and announce their bedroom arrangements to a room full of sarcastic Italians. Unfortunately, the Whitaker family never received the handbook. It started like any other afternoon. Tommy Stigs was in his chair complaining about taxes. A couple guys were arguing about football. Someone was making espresso. Bambi Palermo was sitting there minding her own business, which mostly meant listening to other people's disasters while trying not to choke laughing. That's when Mr. Whitaker stormed in. He looked angry. The kind of angry where a man already lost the argument at home and is now trying to win it in public. He pointed at Tommy. "You've been talking about my wife?" Tommy blinked. "What wife?" "My wife." Tommy shrugged. "Buddy, I talk about cannolis, gambling, and cholesterol. I don't even know your wife." Mr. Whitaker puffed his chest out. "You people been laughing about us." Tommy took a sip of coffee. "Us." Then came the sentence nobody in the club was prepared for. Mr. Whitaker proudly announced, "I watch my wife sleep with other men." Silence. Complete silence. Even the espresso machine seemed uncomfortable. Tommy slowly lowered his cup. "You do what?" Mr. Whitaker doubled down. "I enjoy it." Tommy leaned back in his chair. "So you voluntarily buy tickets to your own tragedy?" The man nodded. Tommy looked over at everyone, then looked back at him. Then delivered the line that detonated the room. "Buddy, your wife's a filthy whore." Bambi exploded. Not a polite laugh. Not a chuckle. A full body, tears running down her face, can't breathe, falling out of the chair laugh. She was wheezing. People thought she needed medical attention. Tommy wasn't done. "And you're paying admission." 5 minutes later, things somehow became worse. The door opened. In walked the uncle. Then the aunt. Then cousins. Then what appeared to be half the family reunion committee. The Whitaker family had apparently mobilized like they were invading Normandy. Everyone was yelling. Everyone was talking at once. Tommy sat there looking completely unimpressed. Bambi had reached a stage of laughter where no sound was coming out anymore. Just shoulders shaking. Mascara in danger. One cousin shouted, "You insulted his wife." Tommy pointed at Mr. Whitaker. "He insulted himself." Another relative yelled, "She ain't no whore." Tommy replied, "Then stop advertising." At that point, even people who were trying to stay neutral started laughing. The aunt looked horrified. The uncle wanted to fight. The husband wanted sympathy. Tommy wanted another espresso. Bambi Palermo wanted oxygen. Eventually, the Whitaker family retreated back into the night. Peace returned. Coffee was poured. Cards were shuffled. Tommy looked over at Bambi. "You all right?" Bambi wiped tears from her eyes. "I was until he brought the expansion pack." Some stories teach us valuable lessons. Some stories inspire us. And some stories remind us that there are conversations better left between consenting adults and licensed therapists. The Whitaker family visit belongs firmly in Category 3. Tommy still claims he was being honest. Bambi still laughs whenever someone says the words family meeting. And somewhere out there, an espresso machine still remembers what it witnessed. You enjoyed today's episode of the Whitaker family visit, the Tommy Stigs Social Club incident. Do us a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Ring that bell. Leave a comment telling us the craziest thing you've ever heard somebody voluntarily admit in public. And if you've ever watched a grown man bring his entire bloodline into a social club because he lost an argument, congratulations. You've probably lived within 15 miles of us. Welcome to the Pizzaverse, home of organized crime documentaries, historical deep dives, mob satire, fairy tale nightmares, accidental sociology experiments, and enough sarcasm to make a therapist reconsider their career choices. We've covered gangsters. We've covered movie stars. We've covered FBI scandals. We've covered beauty queens. And now, we've apparently covered whatever the hell this was. Become part of the Pizzaverse social club. Grab an espresso. Grab a slice. Pull up a chair. Because around here we don't judge. We just write everything down and tell the story later. To everyone who watches. Everyone who comments. Everyone who shares videos with their friends and says, "You gotta see this. These people can't possibly be real." Thank you. Thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to the channel members. Thank you to the silent lurkers who never comment, but somehow watch every documentary from beginning to end. Thank you to the people who support Pizzaverse Studios and Palermo Productions while we continue documenting history, absurdity, and those rare moments when reality becomes funnier than anything a writer could invent. Special thanks to Tommy Stigs for remaining seated, for protecting the espresso machine, and for proving once again that some men are born to be diplomats. And some men hear a confession and immediately respond. "Buddy, your wife's a filthy whore." Special thanks to Tommy Stigs. And finally, thank you to the Whitaker family. Without your unexpected visit, this story never happens. May your future family meetings be quieter. May your personal hobbies remain personal. May your relatives stay home. And may all of us remember the golden rule of Tommy Stigs Social Club. Never walk into an Italian social club expecting therapy. You'll leave with a nickname, 3 insults, and a story people tell for years. Pizzaverse, documenting weirdos one social club at a time. See you next time, paisans.
Tommy Stigs Social Club Fudge. One bite, your family. Some people join exclusive clubs. Some people spend years trying to earn respect. Some people just buy another boring box of chocolates. Those people have made terrible life decisions. Introducing Tommy Stigs Social Club Fudge. The only fudge handcrafted with rich dark chocolate, bold espresso, creamy mascarpone, roasted Sicilian pistachios, and crunchy cannoli shell pieces. It's the kind of dessert that walks into the room like it already owns the place. Every bite starts with deep Italian espresso, hits you with silky chocolate, finishes with buttery pistachios and sweet cannoli crunch, and leaves you wondering why you've wasted your life eating grocery store fudge. Made for coffee drinkers, late-night storytellers, neighborhood legends, and that one guy who says, "I'm only having one piece," before mysteriously making half the box disappear. Each premium gift box arrives dressed in gunmetal gray, royal blue, and silver. Because if you're going to eat fudge, eat it like you've got standards. Perfect with espresso. Perfect with bourbon. Perfect while arguing over who makes the best Sunday gravy. We won't settle that debate. But we can promise one thing. Nobody argues once the fudge comes out. Tommy Stigs Social Club Fudge. One bite, your family. No membership dues. No secret handshake. No sitting at the kids' table. Just ridiculously good fudge. Order yours today, before somebody in the family accidentally finishes your box. Tommy Stigs Social Club Fudge. Because life is too short for cheap chocolate. And around here, dessert is serious business.
Tommy Stigs Holiday Survival Kit. Because Christmas don't run itself, somebody's got to fix it. A Pizzaverse Studios holiday product. Aye, listen, every Christmas the North Pole falls apart like a cheap toy. Who swoops in to save the holiday? Tommy freaking Stigs. Tommy Stigs. Yeah, I got a kit. Use it or don't. Christmas is still getting done, capiche? Introducing Tommy Stigs Holiday Survival Kit. Includes the Stigs approved weatherproof puffer jacket. Blocks wind, resists snow. Keeps your Christmas spirit and your attitude warm. Emergency Dunkin' Peppermint Turbo. For when you got to power through. Last-minute shoppers, broken lights, in-laws, elves on strike, reindeer morale issues. North Pole Fix-It Multi-Tool. Repairs, sleigh runners, wobbly chimneys, broken gingerbread foundations, Santa's patience. Stigs says no holiday doorbell. Press it once, rejects carolers. Press it twice, removes them. Reindeer union negotiations, snacks Pollock tested, Stony Tony approved. Tommy's official Christmas route map shortest routes, best shortcuts, avoids busybody neighbors. GPS stands for Goomba Positioning System. Learn something. When Christmas falls apart, Stigs puts it back together. This holiday season, don't panic, don't argue, don't cry into the cookie dough. Just grab Tommy Stigs Holiday Survival Kit. 'Cause even Santa knows you don't fix Christmas without a Jersey guy. Tommy Stigs, who hung these lights crooked? Let me fix this. Merry Christmas from Tommy Stigs and the Pizzaverse crew. And remember, if your decorations fall, your lights die, your cookies burn, or your in-laws show up early, Stigs has a tool for that. Pizzaverse Spirit of Halloween Drama Kings costume line. Step right up, Piscenes and Ghouls, to the Pizzaverse Spirit of Halloween exclusive collection. The only costume line where you don't gotta dress up like Dracula to scare the neighborhood. You just gotta look like these mugs. First up, Tommy Stigs. He comes with the Adidas track jacket, the Invicto watch that won't quit ticking, and enough back-in-the-day stories to put your whole block to sleep. Oh, and don't forget the rubber duck, because apparently, why not?
Back in the old days, sports betting wasn't run by corporations. It was run by a guy named Tommy, 3 cigarettes, a busted calculator, and pure emotional instability. And now, from the darkened basements of North Jersey, comes the greatest gambling experience ever created for men who yell at televisions like they're personally involved in the game. Tommy Stigs Sportsbook, TM, the only sportsbook built specifically for retired bookmakers. Emotionally damaged Giants fans, men named Sal, and people who still refer to prison as that little situation. Remember when betting required trust, relationships, and a guy whispering point spreads over a payphone while Sinatra played in the background? Not anymore. Because Tommy Stigs combines old-school sportsbook tradition with absolutely none of the emotional maturity modern society keeps talking about. At Tommy Stigs, we don't believe in passwords or financial responsibility. We believe in handshakes, panic, and screaming. The game was fixed at Buffalo Wild Wings. Still using those fancy online sports books? Cute. At Tommy Stigs, your betting information is safely protected inside a folded napkin, underneath an espresso cup, next to a cannoli tray. Cybersecurity, Jersey style. Every Sunday, experience football heartbreak, irrational confidence, suspicious referees, unpaid gambling debts, and one guy named Vinny insisting, this parlay is mathematically impossible to lose. It will lose. Immediately. At Tommy Stigs, we don't just offer betting. We offer community. Because nothing brings men together faster than collectively losing money on the Jets. And for a limited time, every new member receives one free emotional breakdown during playoff season, 2 complimentary arguments about the 1986 Giants, and a bonus uncle who swears he once knew a guy connected to the real Jersey crew. He absolutely did not. Warning. Tommy Stigs' neighborhood sportsbook may cause pacing around the living room, yelling at quarterbacks, blaming referees for personal problems, calling cousins for emergency gambling loans, and saying, I got a system, while visibly unraveling emotionally. Do not use Tommy Stigs as if financially stable, emotionally secure, or currently supervised by a parole officer. Tommy Stigs' neighborhood sports book. Because therapy was never part of the neighborhood.
Smoke in the sky again, so I'm getting high again. Take another hit to the diaphragm. I never drew the diagram, how to deal with this shit, so I still and lie again. Whoa, you're my dream, you're my nightmare. Life is a bitch, she don't fight fair. Leave you right there, I was hoping that you'd notice my despair. Run away from the pain, I don't care. Cause first day in sight, the violence. Turn around and they invite the silence. Burn it down, and I think I need some guidance. The kids don't stand a chance. No, the kids don't stand a chance. Old man, trouble back again, fucking up my plans. Like, oh no, I'm back to the black again, getting fucked up again. Oh no, old man, trouble back again. Thought I had the upper hand. Oh no, I'm back to the black again, getting fucked up again. Oh no, this cycle is repetitive. Sex, rock and roll, sedatives. Degenerates need medicine. Spend money for the hell of it. I don't give a fuck, but they selling like I'm celibate. No, and I know I'm a piece of shit. Should've learned by now. Peace needed quick, or a piece of it. In school they ain't teaching it. Each of us trying to find release, but it seems a bit slow. First day in sight, the violence. Turn around and then they invite the silence. Burn it selling, I'm a sick joke. My president's a felon and I can't cope. I'm in love with the pain, so I stick poke with my kin folk. Give me drink, smoke, whatever you selling, I'm a sick